Hello friends, welcome you all here with my database management practical video series. Here this is the question set 34 and this is my 34th video for this video series. And I should show you that here this video is also based on this scenario, this early shoe center that I have discussed in my 31st video. So okay, then again let's move on to the question. Here this is the question set 34. So in this first question it says that we have to enter the data in the table here into the user type table. So here we have to use the insert queries in this all these questions, all these sub questions. So here for that I am using this HDSQL browser. So then I am going to open that HDSQL server and here I have to give the password in order to open it. So then after opening I am direct into this site. So I am closing this. Then I can show you the database I have created for that scenario, this early shoe center. And here these are the tables and you can see no any rows are included in here. That means I have entered in none of these tables the data in this moment. So in this question I have to enter all the details to all the tables in this question set 34. And here first of all I have to enter this details to this user type table first. So then I'm going to this query side. Here I am deleting this. Okay. So then first of all we have to enter this data, this user type ID 1 and user type name employee. So here this query is insert query. So here I have to enter this insert into user type early shoe center dot user type. Then the column name, user type name and values, employee, customer, supply, like that. So here I have entered all the queries here. So you can see for the first question, insert into early shoe center, user type name, values, employee. So here I am going to copy this and I am going to paste it in here, this HDSQL server. Making this column name in this manner, and here I have selected the early shoe center database. Even though I have selected this, I have given this database name as early shoe center in this place also. So then I'm going to execute it. So it says that affected rows 1, found rows. So that means the data has been entered to the table. So then I am going to this data table and I am refreshing this. After refreshing we can see the first data to this user type table has been added. So then again I am going to enter the next one, this customer, and I am going to paste it in here, this query tab. And okay, no need of that. Here I am going to change this to the customer only. So then after executing, again it says that the affected rows and I am going to refresh this. So you can see the second data column has been added to this also, second row, data row. And here I'll show you in this, the third one is suppliers. So then I am going to change this value to the supply only. Here we have, we don't want to give the first column name, that means this user type ID, because user type ID I have made in this auto increment manner. So then I have to only to give the user type name, that and again executing and again accessing the data part and refreshing this. So you can see all the data to this user type table has been added in this manner. So here in this second question, enter the data of the table below in the city table. So I have to enter all these 5 rows to the city table, and here Colombo, Kandy, Kurunegala, Matale, Gamma. So here in this second sub question, these are the data that these are the queries I have to enter. and I'm copying the first one here from this insert into early issue center. City name, values Colombo. So I'm going to give it to here in this query tab, and I'm pasting it. So here this is this city name. I'm making it as a column name and as Colombo. So by executing it, I'm accessing this city table in here, and I show you in this data side by refreshing it. Okay, it has been insert into early issue center. City name, values Colombo. So by executing this, affected row 0. What's wrong with this? Okay, I'm going to type it here. Insert into early issue center. Here this is the database and the table name city. The value here, this column name, city name, values here Colombo. Okay, so then after I'm executing this, so okay, affected row is 1. So then I'm going to refresh this, so you can see the first data row has been added to this, and the second one is Candy. So then I have to copy this from here, and I'm pasting it in this server. This I have only to change the city name because the query is same as above, and I'm refreshing this. So the data has been added, and the next one is Kurunagala. So again I'm copying it from here, and I'm pasting in this query also. So okay, so then after executing, affected rows 1. So again refreshing, so you can see the third data row has been added also, and here the fourth one is Matale. And again I'm going to change only the city name here as Matale, and after executing I'm going to this data side and refreshing. This Matale data is also has been added, and again I'm copying the final data here Gampaha, and I'm going to change the query name here, this only to Matale, this to Gampaha, and after refreshing this here, this is the data type, and after refreshing this is the all the data has been added to this city table. So then let's move on to the third sub question. Here this is the third sub question. So you can see enter the data in the table below into the gender table. So we have to enter the details, these two rows, these two data to the gender table. So then I am going to insert that into the gender table. Here only I have to change this is the table name here. So I'm selecting this table name, and again the data column here, the gender tables, gender name I have to enter, values, the first one value is male, and after executing this I'll show you it in this gender table. You can see here this is added automatically. So then again I have to enter the next one, the second one, and executing the data side. I'm refreshing, so you can see all the data has been added to this gender table also. So here this is a complex one. Enter the data in the table below into the user table. So here I have created all these insert rows, and you can see I'm copying it from here, and I'm going to paste in this query tab. So okay, insert into early issue center dot user, first name, last name, contact number, status, user type ID, address ID, gender ID. So I had to change these in this manner, and this early issue center dot user, first name, last name, contact number, status. I have to give the columns in this manner. I'm changing those. This address ID, and then the user type ID, and the last name, the contact number, and the first name, and here again all these things has been done. So then again I'm going to refresh this. Okay, affected row 0. Something is wrong with this. Here this foreign key. Okay, so then first of all we have to add the data to the address table also. So then here this is the address table. So let's answer the fifth sub question at first. So here this fifth sub question, it says that we have to add here the data into the table, this address table. So then let's move to the thing that we have to add the data. I'm going to make the second query here, and okay, here I'm cutting this and pasting this here, and I'm going to answer here the first one. Here this is the address table, and I'm going to add the data here. Insert into RLA show center address. The column names, and here the values. So here the column names are, I'll show you it from here in this slide. This is this number, street 1, street 2, city ID. These are the column names, and I'm going to give the column names to this place. Sorry, we have to delete this one from here. And the values here for the first one is this, the number 5 open 2 and Pallegumpana Horgolle. The city ID is 2. So then I'm going to give those as this, and I'm pasting them here. And after executing this, I'll check it from this address table. You can see the first one is added here, and I'm going to change only the details from here, and you can see this. These are the data. This Havelock Town, Havelock Road, and these things. And I'm going to change only those things here. And after executing and after checking here from this after refreshing, you can see the second data has been added also. And the third one is this Buddhaloka Mavata. And this query tab, I'm going to change only the data regarding this, and I'm executing those, and this affected rows 1. Let's check it from here. Okay, it has been added also. And the next one is this Ward City Shopping Mall, this 5 Mary Biscuit Road, and I'm going to add again to this. This is the fourth query, and I'm going to execute this also. Okay, so then again I'll check it from here. It had been added again. And the last one, the fifth row, here the number 50 King Street, Trincomalee Road, the city ID is 4. So then I have to add all the details to here again, and I'm going to paste it from here. And after executing, we can check that whether the data is added here or not. So you can see the data has been added to here. And okay, then the city IDs, all these things are added. Then I'm going to add this query, this, and I'm going to execute this. So So after executing, we can check it from this user table. So here this user table, you can see here this user ID, this has been added to this. This user ID has been generated as 6 because all the first attempts has been deleted by me. So okay, here we have to change it. I'll show you it from this database. So you can see these are the 1, 2, 3. These user IDs may influence in the next data columns and data rows. So we have to change them, and as a remedy for that, I am going to change the user ID also in this query. So okay, first of all I am going to change it from here as 1, and after changing it, I am going to give this query. I am going to copy it from this here, and I am closing this query tab to giving it no, and this is the query tab, and I am pasting it from here. And in the next attempt, from the next attempt, I have to give the user ID to this also, because this user ID is auto incremented, but as I have to give the details from 1 to 7, I have to enter the user ID here also. So then I am going to give the user ID as 2 in the second attempt, and sorry, here the single quotes, and the second name is here this Handun Vijayarathan. These are the details, and I am going to copy them from here and paste them. Okay, here this Tilan, and I'm pasting this, and after executing, here this affected rows 1, and I checked from here, so you can see the second data has been added to this also. And I'm going to add the next one, this Sachitra Vikram Singh. Here this is the next data, then this next data, and I'm going to change this one as 3, and all these data I'm pasting, and after executing and after checking by refreshing, we can gain the third row also, and I'm going to add the other details as in the same manner. So let's look on that. Here you can see all the data has been added to this user table also. This user ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means all the 7 rows has been added. And okay, so we have answered this the first sub question of this question set 34, and the second sub question, and the third sub question, fourth sub question, and here also the fifth sub question. So then let's answer this sixth sub question. Enter the data in the table below in the system login table. So we have to enter these two data to the system login table. This login ID, username, password, user ID. So then let's write the query for that, and I'm going to change only these things. Center dot user login, sorry, this system login, and I'm going to give here the system login ID is the auto generated one, is auto incremented one, and I have to only give the user ID. Here you can see this username, password, and user ID. So then I'm going to give the username, password, and user ID here. So then after I'm going to add the values to this. You can see, if you can remember that we have to enter only two data rows to this system login table, and At first the username is Tilan and the password is Tilan@070 and the user ID is 1. So then I am going to give this as Tilan and the password is Tilan@070 and the user ID is 1. So by executing this we can gain to this system login table. So I'll show you it with the usage of the system login table. You can see the first date row has been added to this, and the second one is Amanda. The password is Amanda@#682 and the user ID is 6. So then I'm going to copy it from here. You can see this is the password. I'm going only to copy the password and the user ID from here, and I'm going to give first the username as Amanda. Okay, so then here the other details I'm going to paste here, and after executing this we can check it from this here after refreshing this. So you can see all the details has been added to this system login table also. So then we have answered to this 6th sub question also. Let's move on to the 7th sub question. The sub questions are limited to 6, and that means eventually we have answered all the sub questions included in this question set 34, and that means this is the end of my video series. This is the end of my video 34, and thank you for joining with me in this video also. Let's meet in the next video soon.